Let's do this. Baby Driver is written and directed by Edgar Wright and stars Ansel Elgort, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, Lily James, and a few more. And it's a story of Baby, who's a partially deaf getaway driver who has been caught up in a really bad heist, and he wants to leave the world that he's in. And this is when he meets Lily James's character Deborah, and after he meets her, it comes into a love/heist story. I was really looking forward to this movie, guys. I saw a lot of trailers before I saw the movie, and every time I saw it I wanted to see it even more. And I'm a huge Edgar Wright fan, so what did I think of it? Oh, it's so good. Now, I went to a press screening of this movie, so I saw it slightly early before anybody else, and at the start of this movie there's a short message from Edgar Wright saying, guys, I did all of these driving effects practically. And he really wanted us to know that he'd really spent a lot of time doing all of these. And when you actually listen to that message and then you watch the first 5 minutes, that's all it takes to get into the action of this movie, it just blows you away. We know he's a great director with stuff like the Cornetto trilogy and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. But this is just, it's up to 11, you know, it's just, it goes straight into that scene, straight into this amazingly choreographed car chase that they just nail. And when they're not in the cars, the gunfights are just as amazing. They use the soundtrack to the best of its ability, to the point where each time they fire the gun, it is syncopated with the music. And let me just talk to you about the music, the soundtrack. I've not heard a soundtrack this good since Guardians of the Galaxy. And I own those things, and it just blows me away. They are, the whole thing was perfectly choreographed, perfectly executed. And as soon as he told you that message, it just made you appreciate it even more. Now, as you can probably tell, guys, I'm pretty much geeking out about Edgar Wright right now. I've mentioned the Cornetto trilogy, I've mentioned Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I also just love his directing style. I love the fast cuts. I love the instant action in every one of his scenes. And I think it's ever boring. It's very well, every scene just seems like it's meticulously crafted. It's just, his visual storytelling is just as good as his heavy dialogues, and it's just a true testament to the man's genius. Now, there is a main reason why I wanted to watch this movie, and it's because I have a personal connection to Ansel Elgort's character, Baby. Now, in the trailers, Kevin Spacey says that Baby has a hum in the drum. This hum in the drum is, as we find out in the movie, he has tinnitus from a car accident. I also have tinnitus, not from a car accident. I was a bit of an idiot when I was 17 and I didn't wear earplugs, and now drumming has made my ears constantly ring, and I do what Baby does. He constantly has music in his ears, he has to drown it out. I go to bed with it, I have it in the car all the time, quite loud, so I instantly connected to the fact that it's his escape. Every part of this movie is him having like 3 or 4 iPods with different moods for his music. And it also made me appreciate that it felt like Ansel Elgort actually put some real time and effort to actually think about this, not disorder, but this trouble, this problem. I could relate to him, and to someone who has it, to relate to it is really, really testament to the acting of Ansel Elgort. I like Ansel Elgort. He was in, obviously, if you don't know what he was in the Divergent series, and his best performance for me so far has been The Fault in Our Stars. This was so much better for him. He nailed this role, he nailed it. I felt for the man every step of the way. I cannot compliment him even more. I really think this, for me so far, and that is counting Wonder Woman as well, this is the best performance of the year for me so far, hands down. Hands down. This brings me on to Lily James's character, Deborah. Now, I liked her a lot in this movie. Now, I'm sort of on and off with Lily James. I didn't find her that good in Cinderella. I found her very wooden. I found her very much just step-by-step acting in that movie, whereas in this movie, I really enjoyed her character. I really felt her pain that she wanted Baby to be out of this life, and yet she just couldn't get him out because she knew he was stuck. She really created this really powerful bond between the two of them, and I really loved that. I really connected to her character, which is something I didn't think. I thought that she'd be this really annoying, just sort of love interest to get in the way when I did see the trailers, but she really proved me wrong. She shut me up. This was really good. I really enjoyed her performance. Can I just say, off the record here, that it's good to see Jamie Foxx and Kevin Spacey in some damn good roles after the two pieces of crap they've released in the last couple of years. They're both extremely entertaining in this movie. Jamie Foxx's character is an extremely cocky bank robber who's done this 1,000 times before, and Kevin Spacey is Baby's boss, essentially. He just sort of runs the entire show. And he's really, really cool in this movie. I really loved him. He finally had a decent goddamn script to get into after, as I've just said, that piece of trash that he did before. One person I actually really loved in this movie was Jon Hamm. He has a little bit of a twist at the end of this movie. No spoilers, of course. But I really... he was entertaining as hell. He was quite funny. And he was a standout. He beat Jamie Foxx for me in this movie. Jamie Foxx was good, but after the stuff he's done in recent years, I would say that's, you know, catch up to yourself here. But Jon Hamm was really, 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 really funny. This all being said, guys, I obviously really enjoyed this movie. I think that the action set pieces make Fast and the Furious look like child's play. And my personal connection to Baby's story, with his problems with his hearing and all that kind of thing, I really instantly connected to it, and this is another home run for Edgar Wright. Yet again, the man's shown that he can be different in Hollywood, and his acting, his directing is just absolutely impeccable. Guys, I really think you should check out this movie. I really do. I thoroughly recommend it. Now, if you haven't guessed already, this movie gets my first of the year, my first 5 out of 5. Guys, do check it out. You will not be disappointed. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you have seen the movie, please let me know down below. What did you think about it? Did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? I'd love to know what you guys think. Now, please stick around, guys, because I've got my review for Transformers: The Last Knight coming up soon. You do not want to miss that one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later.